We're here with Kurt Steinling, Dean of Students here at Clarkson University.
How you doing?
Good, how about you?
Great, thanks.
All right. Just first, couple fun questions. Where are you from?
Originally Wisconsin, so I'm a cheesehead by trade, but lived almost more of my life in Minnesota before moving my family to New York.
Okay. Do you have any pets growing up?
Yes, a fish named Otto that died tragically when a friend put a bar of soap into the bowl, and then a English Springer Spaniel dog that I lived with for 15 and a half wonderful years.
Okay. How about any pets now?
Absolutely. Yellow Lab. Picture up here somewhere. Oh, hang on. Just wait. You'll edit later. That's her right there. That's Jax, our 9.5-year-old, or 9-year-old Yellow Lab.
So, living in or around Potsdam, New York, we're around the Adirondacks. Do you enjoy any winter sports in the Adirondacks?
Yeah. Two young boys, so we're sledding freaks, of course, with the Clarkson Hill, taking the kids out there and doing some sledding. But we get out to Lake Placid area. We're avid skaters. Both boys are hockey players, so we're out and about on the ice quite a bit.
Okay. What's your favorite sport to watch?
I'm an avid hockey fan, and I was saying to you before we started the interview that right on the other side of the wall is the arena, so if we hear the bells and whistles go off, it's ready for game time.
Avid hockey fan?
Absolutely.
Fit right in here at Clarkson.
Absolutely.
All right, and how about your favorite vacationing spot?
Wow. I'd love to say the beach, but I haven't been to the beach in so long, it's crazy. But we get down to Arizona, my family and I, a couple times a year, so we like the desert heat.
Desert heat?
Absolutely.
Quite hot, bit different from Clarkson.
If you look outside right now, it's a far cry from what we've got, yeah.
So just, how about types of different degrees that you have?
I'm a scientist by trade, which I think plays nicely into the hand of a lot of Clarkson students. I'm a biologist, undergraduate degree. I have my master's in microbiology. I was a bacterial physiologist once upon a time, and seems like a whole lifetime ago now, but now better part of 20 years doing student affairs work.
So what got you into Dean of Students here at Clarkson?
I started in student activities, doing work with clubs and organizations many years ago, and gosh, that was several schools ago now. And at some point, stopped working with student orgs and student leaders and moved into dean work, where I was assigned to first-year students. I work with all incoming students, and I still have a passion for that population of students as students come to a college or university, and the work that it takes to get them used to college life. And since doing first-year work, the expansion into the Dean of Students role seemed a natural progression. I wasn't exactly looking for a Dean of Students job. Work kind of came looking for me. There was a group of people who was working on behalf of Clarkson and reached out to me, and we put our name in the hat. Clarkson said yes, and here we are now, coming up on 4 years now.
4 years? Nice. How about anything's going on around campus that students might not be aware of that you think students would like to know?
Wow, you threw the caveat in there that students might not be aware of, but it's hard not to notice the student center being built. If students haven't had a chance to take a tour inside, they should take advantage of that. And if they haven't done that, certainly go online and take a look at all the schematics and the things that are what's going to be inside that building for student life when we turn the key on the door sometime in August of 2010. And that's unbelievable opportunity for students to have a brand new living room, for lack of a better word, starting next year. We're actively working on expanding the night card opportunities down in the village so that you can have your dollars walk off campus much more easily. It's been a bit of a cumbersome process of late, and so we're trying to make that something that's, one, very easy for students to use, but also a win-win for the merchants downtown, so that you have a mechanism getting down into the village and getting to know the place in which you live when you're not up here on the hill.
Okay. Is there anything that you think makes Clarkson unique compared to other college campuses?
I kind of always joke that we're an N of one. You know, we're this engineering and business school, great arts and science programs, where most of our competitive schools seem to be in urban settings. And so here we are, that same type of institution, but we're in this rural environment nestled on the top side of the Adirondacks. So we're unique in our geographic location, which is probably not lost on anybody. From my standpoint, I've worked at a lot of different schools about the same size, but I have never, ever come across a student body that works as hard as you guys. I mean, your work ethic is really phenomenal, and you should be very proud of that, and two, any students who are looking to be a part of this group, of this community of students, needs to know that it's time to roll up your sleeves and get to work, because that's, I think, what is expected here. And it's not lost on me, because I've worked with other student bodies where they're very, very bright young men and women, but they don't seem to get the job done like you guys do, which is it's really cool to see.
So how about, what's your favorite part of Clarkson?
Having been a kid who grew up in a small town in a very rural area, I love the fact that we are where we are. I know there are certain limitations to where we are geographically, but I love the small town feel, and I love that we are nestled on the top of the Adirondacks. But I think in my last answer, it hits it right on the head. You know, if you guys aren't here as the student body, this job is totally different, and you guys make it what it is, and you're a great group to work with.
So we got March coming up within just a few days. How about what are you looking forward to the month of March?
I'd lie if I didn't say spring break. Even though I don't go anywhere, you guys heading off is a nice break when it gets quiet here. But because I'm a hockey fan, it's hockey postseason time. So even though our teams are winding down their regular season, we get a chance to watch our men and women vie for hopefully some postseason action. And today it starts.
Yep. Women team going up against
our arch rivals, absolutely.
Any other updates regarding Clarkson?
No, I look forward to. It's always hard to talk about the classes of like what'll be the class of 2014 who's looking to come here, and when I start thinking about those numbers, it seems so odd. Gosh, 2014, that seems so long ago. At some point, and here we are. You know, well, almost looking halfway through the 2010 to 2020 decade now, and that process is unfolding right now. So we're working on that particular class and what they bring to the table, and we're excited to see them come, and they'll be here before we know it.
So one last quick question: Olympic time, who are you rooting for?
Well, on the ice, of course, it's Team USA, just given where I come from, and there's a lot of Minnesotans on the team that I've followed, and so that's been fun to watch. From other stuff, I've really fallen into watching ski jumping, although that's all done now. But it's been fun to watch them, and the last night I saw that a couple of Americans won the Nordic combined, and that was really amazing for the first time in history.
You hoping for a Canada-U.S. rematch for the gold?
Given the way Canada played last night, we would have our hands full, absolutely. But yeah, that'll be fun.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. Good luck.